Welcome back to the Technology Risk Podcast.
Great to be back.
So, have you ever really stopped to think about the digital baggage your organization might be carrying around?
It's kind of like that attic you never clean out, right?
Yeah.
Stuff just accumulates.
Exactly. We're talking about, those old files, forgotten backups, maybe dormant user accounts.
What some people are starting to call ghost data.
Ghost data, yeah. Sounds a bit dramatic, maybe, but it's actually, well, it can be a real hidden threat.
Oh, definitely. And that's what we want to get into today, isn't it? Why this stuff matters.
Right. We want to explore this often overlooked area, understand the real risks, and importantly, what you can actually do about it.
It's like digital decluttering, but, with serious security implications if you don't tackle it.
Totally. And just quickly, before we really jump in, if you find these conversations useful,
Please do think about subscribing, on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. It helps others find the discussion.
definitely appreciate it. Okay, so ghost data. The scale is kind of mind-blowing when you look at it.
It really is. Did you see that Veritas Global Databerg report?
Yeah.
It suggested something like, 52% of all corporate data is basically ROT, redundant, obsolete, or trivial.
52%, that's over half. And it's not just wasted space on a server, is it?
Not at all. It's a potential vulnerability, a ticking time bomb, really.
So our goal today is pretty clear. Understand these risks and talk through some practical steps to, clean house and boost security.
Let's start by maybe painting a clear picture.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is this ghost data we're talking about?
Well, it's not actual ghosts, obviously, but the consequences can be pretty scary.
Right. Think about forgotten backups, for instance. Old archives, maybe tucked away somewhere.
Yeah, and they might contain really sensitive stuff from years ago. Protected how? Maybe with outdated security.
There was that case with the regional healthcare provider, wasn't there? They found backups from 5 years prior.
And they were unsecured. Exposed patient data. Just sitting there.
Exactly. And IDC found that 60% of SMB backups are kept way longer than they need to be. That just amplifies the danger.
It's that just-in-case mentality, I think, but without a clear end date.
Definitely. Then you've got things like outdated customer databases.
Oh, yeah. Holding on to old customer info you don't need anymore. That's not just a security risk. It's a compliance nightmare waiting to happen.
We saw that financial services firm get hit hard, didn't we? Big fines because an audit found unsecured old client data just lying around.
And Deloitte says over 70% of businesses keep customer data longer than regulations allow. That's a huge number.
It makes you wonder why. Is it just too hard to delete? Or lack of awareness?
Probably a bit of both. Plus priorities, right? It's
Yeah.
not urgent until it suddenly is very urgent.
True. And don't forget dormant email inboxes or old chat logs.
Easy targets, often completely forgotten about, not monitored.
Yeah, a mid-sized consulting firm had a major leak, traced back to an abandoned email inbox, full of confidential stuff.
And Mimecast found 40% of SMBs don't even have policies for deleting or securing those inactive accounts. It's like leaving the back door unlocked.
Precisely. So, okay, we know what it is, but why should you, listening right now, actually care about this digital clutter? What are the tangible risks?
Well, the big one, obviously, is data breaches and cybersecurity vulnerability.
Right, this dormant data, because it's often less secured, less monitored,
Right.
it's basically low-hanging fruit for attackers, a potential backdoor.
We saw that retail company Example breach came through old customer databases, cost them, $120,000?
Yeah, and damages and fines.
Yeah.
And IBM Security reckons ghost data plays a role in about 35% of SMB data breaches every year.
35%. That's significant. It's often just easier for attackers to find a weak spot in the old stuff.
Makes sense. Lower defenses, maybe outdated encryption, lack of monitoring. Yeah. Okay, risk number 2, compliance.
Ugh, compliance. Yeah, failing to manage your data retention properly can easily land you in hot water with GDPR, HIPAA, CCPA, you name it.
Even accidentally.
Yeah.
You just forget to delete something and suddenly you're non-compliant.
We heard about that educational institution facing hefty fines just for keeping old student records too long.
And the Ponemon Institute puts the average cost of non-compliance fines related to ghost data at around $1.5 million per incident.
Wow, $1.5 million. That's a massive risk hiding in your old data.
It really is.
Yeah.
And then there's the maybe less dramatic but still significant issue of just cost and complexity.
Right, all that unnecessary data bloats your storage, makes your IT infrastructure more complex, harder to manage.
That manufacturing firm found over 40% of their storage costs were basically wasted on outdated backups they didn't need.
40%. Think what else you could do with that budget. Gartner suggests you could cut storage and maintenance costs by up to 30% just by cleaning house.
That's a pretty compelling number. So,
Okay.
okay, the risks are clear. Breaches, fines, wasted money, complexity. Why then? Why do companies let it pile up?
Good question. I think a major factor is just lack of awareness. Not really knowing how much is out there or how sensitive it might be.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Pretty much. Tech Republic found that something like 68% of IT leaders actually underestimate how much outdated data they have.
Wow. So you don't even know the scale of the problem.
Exactly. Then there's the fear factor, the what if we need it someday mentality.
The digital hoarding. Keep everything just in case, without really weighing the risk of keeping it.
Right. And let's be honest, resources are always tight, aren't they?
Absolutely. IT teams are swamped. They're fighting fires, dealing with immediate priorities.
Data hygiene, data lifecycle management. It feels important, but maybe not urgent, so it gets pushed back.
Cisco said 55% of SMBs don't have dedicated staff or even clear procedures for managing data retention proactively.
Which just lets the problem grow. Okay, so we understand the what and the why. Let's talk solutions. What can people actually do?
Step one has to be figuring out what you actually have. You need visibility.
A data audit, yeah. Regularly identify, categorize your data, understand what it is, why you have it, is it still relevant, what are the risks?
It's like taking inventory of your digital closet. What needs to stay, what can go.
Then based on that, you need clear rules, establish data retention policies.
Absolutely. Guidelines based on legal needs, regulatory requirements, and actual business value. How long do you really need this stuff?
And these can't just be pieces of paper. They need to be enforced. IBM found businesses with clear, enforced policies have 40% fewer compliance issues.
That's a big difference, which leads to the next step, making it easier. Automation.
Right. Using tools to automatically identify and, importantly, securely delete data that's hit its expiration date takes the manual burden off IT.
We saw that law firm example, right? That they automated the process, significantly cut their risks and their costs. It makes sense.
Definitely. But tools aren't enough. You need the people side, too.
Education. Training employees on why this matters, what the policies are, secure practices.
Yeah.
It has to be part of the culture.
Everyone's responsibility, not just IT's.
Exactly. And finally, for data, you do need to keep long-term, for historical or legal reasons.
Archive it securely. Don't just leave it sitting on active system.
Encrypted archives, strict access controls. Veritas says secure archiving can cut breach incidents related to this old data by 50%.
50%. Okay, so those are the steps. Let's maybe look at a couple of quick stories to drive it home. Success versus failure.
Good idea. Let's start positive. Mid-sized financial institution decided to get serious about data hygiene.
What happened?
Well, they proactively implemented strong policies, used automation. The result, they got rid of loads of ghost data, cut storage costs by 25%.
Nice.
And crucially, they sailed through a regulatory audit. No fines.
That's the payoff, isn't it? Being proactive saves money, reduces risk significantly.
Okay, now the flip side. Medium-sized consulting business. They didn't pay attention to their dormant client databases.
Let me guess. Breach.
Yep. Serious data breach. Cost them $250,000.
Ouch.
Fines, legal fees, lost clients, reputational damage. The whole package.
A very expensive lesson in ignoring ghost data. The consequences are real.
Absolutely. So this isn't a one-and-done task, is it? Managing this needs to be ongoing. How do you future-proof your strategy?
Well, first, you have to keep reviewing those retention policies. Regulations change, business needs change, your policies need to keep up.
Good point. And leverage technology, right? Cloud tools, AI. They can offer much better visibility and help automate the management.
Make it smarter, more efficient.
But ultimately, it comes back to culture, doesn't it? Fostering that data-conscious mindset throughout the organization.
Everyone needs to be involved from the top down. Shared responsibility.
Exactly. So wrapping up, this ghost data. It sounds kind of passive, but the threats are very active. Security, compliance, cost.
Yeah, it's clear that proactively managing this forgotten information isn't just a nice to have. It's pretty crucial for your security posture, your efficiency, and your bottom line.
So the action item for everyone listening, take a hard look at the data you're holding.
Do that audit. Get those clear retention policies in place and actually follow them. And look into tools that can help automate the cleanup.
Don't let that forgotten data come back to haunt your business. Taking steps now really can safeguard your future.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us again on the Technology Risk Podcast.
And if you found this discussion valuable, please do hit that subscribe button on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
It helps us keep bringing these conversations to you. Thanks for listening.
See you next time.